Guys, check this out. S2 October 2022, question 7, part III. We got to think about the probability of how you get the shortest piece less than 6 centimeters, right? So imagine if you have a wire, and then when there is a situation where you cut into two pieces, if I cut 3 centimeters from the left, it is exactly the same as cutting 3 centimeters from the right. So from the left and from the right, they give you the same result. I am just saying that whenever we see a situation like this, we should change it to just cutting from 0 to 10 instead. And then the distribution will have a higher density. So rather than 1 over 20, now it is 1 over 10 instead. Because you have a duplicate from left and right side. When you cut between 0 to 10, you're going to get the other piece to be the longer. So for example, from 0 to 10, if you choose 3, the other piece will be 17. You have two cases. So case 1 coming from the fact that you already got it from the shorter one. So if you cut 6 instead for the first time, the other longer piece will be 14. So when you split 14 in half, you get 7 and 7. If we cut smaller and smaller than 6, that's going to be the case 1 as well. The first shortest piece. So I'm just going to name it like that. First shorter piece less than 6 centimeters. So we're going to highlight this. That's case 1. Now, how do we get the other case? Well, the other case exists. How do we get the half pieces being split and less than 6? Well, less than 6 comes from 12, right? So if you get the longer piece, if you can cut somewhere so that the longer piece is smaller than 12. How do we do that? Well, we got to cut at 8, right? Because when you cut at 8, the longer piece becomes 12. And then when you split that in half, you get each in 6 centimeters. So 8 is around here maybe. I'm just squeezing in here. And that is the second case maybe. So I'm just going to go like this is the second case from 8 to 10. Alright? So this is where the longer piece split in halves, which are each smaller than 6 centimeters. There you go. The two cases, so you just add up the probabilities. 0 to 6 and 8 to 10. You know, if you only cut out these two, right? These two being 2 over 10, right? So it's just actually P of, shortest side less than 6 will just be 1 minus 8 minus 6, which is 2 over 10. And that is just 1 minus 1 over 5. And that is just 4 over 5. So I hope that helps. Please subscribe for more.